dirt in his hair, and he was sitting. That image came on the screen, and I cried, and I said, you know what, like if I need one more sign, like I'm going home and I'm starting to fill out all that paperwork. And I remember I reached out to you, and you gave me some good advice, but I thought, you don't even know who you inspired. You know, because I told you, but how many other people looked up and saw you?
I hope me telling my story let people know that there's no end game. There are hundreds of thousands of children that are ready to be your child. You're a forever parent the minute you accept the love of that child. And it's amazing to me how we can take away people's happiness by telling them that this is the box that you have to stay in. There is no box. There's no box.
So you have Louis.
Yeah.
And you had like a complete family, but it wasn't done yet. You weren't done yet.
No. I was having dinner with some girlfriends of mine, and Louis was like, wanted to sit with them. He came out of his bath. He was like 3, had his little belly in his towel, and put his hands behind his neck. And she was talking about her daughters. He goes, yeah, I don't have daughters. And she went, you don't? He goes, no, I don't have a daughter, but I'm going to have a baby soon. And they looked at me, and I was like, I swear, I'm not, there's nothing out there. And I realized at that time, maybe he knew something. And when I think about it, it would have been around the time that Lila was born.
Oh my God.
So again, is it coincidence? What is it?
It's not coincidence.
It's Louis' way. Louis has a very strong way, and he's a fine leader, and he led me to life.
What would your mom, if your mom were here?
She'd love it.
She would?
She'd love every minute. And I often sit and like, I wish they would just allow the person he's just to beam down for a second, so you can say, when do you want them to show up? And I was like right now would be the ultimate time. I just want her to see how everything is okay, and how amazing. I mean, I truly think that she had a hand in it. You know, I think she had a hand in the gifts. So I just want her to see that we're okay.
You're more than okay. My God.
It's just like, being a mom, I finally realized, oh, this is what I was supposed to do when I grow up. Not be an actress, to be a mom.
This was the purpose.
Oh, this was it. This is my purpose. And I knew it at a very young age, and I think my mother saw that. She was like, please, not that young. Please, dear God, not that young. Not 17, honey. But I felt that calling at a very young age, but I had to become the mom that I was supposed to be for the kids that were waiting for me.
I can't wait to see what happens to those kids.
Yeah.
They're going to rule the world.
They are. They already are.
They already are. I don't even know how to say thank you, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I feel like this is therapy.
We all do.
It did kind of feel like I wanted like some Twinkies and to get under the covers after that interview. It was like that kind of a thing. But isn't she so inspiring, Doug? When she said there is no...
As we are still mourning and also commemorating the loss of Sandra Bullock's long-time partner, that is Bryan Randall, who died over the weekend, as the family came out to reveal via a statement they gave to the press. We all know Bryan was 57 years old and he was struggling with health-related issues. To be specific, a common issue known as ALS. The family shared via the official social media and the press a statement that actually announced the passing on of Bryan. Bullock, a 59-year-old, met Randall, a model who later on turned into a photographer, when actually I think it was like a coincidence, because when Bryan photographed Louis, that is Bullock's or Sandra's son, by then it was in 2015, they took their relationship more from photography. Later on it was, later on it was private at first, but later it was made public after I think 12 months. So in so many interviews, Sandra has been coming out and actually publicly telling everyone that they are really very close with their boyfriend, that is Bryan. I remember in one of the interviews she held with Will Smith's wife, on that show known as the Red Table Talk, she said, "I found the love of my life. We shared two beautiful children, 3. Actually, there was even an older daughter and stuff like that." So she often revealed that they were really very close, and you can see from the video which Daily Mail actually revealed a few days ago. They were really very close, you know, dancing, and on that same event, actually, they even had to to talk, or to bring out the vows, to say the vows that they will be close to each other, they will love each other in good times, and of course even in bad times. It's indeed it has been like that, because when the boyfriend, that is Bryan, started suffering with ALS, that illness, Sandra was always close to her. She was always, always with him. She actually took care of him. In fact, when you look through social media, Sandra's sister today actually came out and praised her, you know, for being there for the boyfriend. And in a statement she released on Instagram, she said, "I'm convinced that Bri, or commonly known as Bryan, has found the best fishing spot in heaven and is already casting his lure into rushing rivers teeming with the salmon. She has been taken care of by my sister, and until when she passed on at the Massachusetts General Hospital." So they've been really very close. For me, what actually impressed me in all this is the idea that Sandra never wanted to actually never wanted to marry officially and sign papers. She was always against that idea. I sometimes it seems, you know, women are not that very clever in these situations, but of course this time around Sandra went with her head, even in matters where there were butterflies. I think she never wanted to get involved in lawsuits of, separating her property, dividing her money and stuff like that in case a divorce happened. But of course it didn't happen until when Bryan passed on. Rest in power the king, Bryan Randall. Will be bringing you all the funeral and memorial service updates in case the family avails them.